honeys, it's Emmy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmy. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where my clients lose anything from the last couple of pounds to up to 70 pounds. And we are actually accepting clients right now. I am taking clients as we speak, so you can go to healthyemmy.org so that you can become one of my clients and that we can work together so that you can get the health and the happiness that you deserve. I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. Do I? Also, make sure that you hit subscribe and that you turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I'm coming out with the hottest news on plant-based weight loss. In this video, I am searching the hashtag vegan weight loss and I'm gonna be reviewing the meals that I see. Now, everything that I'm seeing and everything that I'm saying, I am the last person to be a hater. I'm honestly doing this because I want you guys to be able to look at your meals and say, okay, is this meal helping me lose weight? And I think that a great way to do that is to look at examples of meals that people are having that they think are helping them lose weight, and then seeing where we can make some tweaks, some replacements, some suggestions that I have for you, and then maybe you can do the same with your meals. And this gave me a really great idea to actually look at your guys' meals and do a little bit of an audit on the meals that you're having. So if you want me to audit your meals and to look at your plate, leave a comment on this video saying me, and then give me your Instagram handle and then whatever your Instagram handle is. And then I'm gonna choose one person to DM and I'm gonna do an audit of your meals. So go ahead and leave a comment with your Instagram handle if you want me to audit your meals. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. The first meal that I'm seeing here is a raw vegan meal. And raw vegan meals are wonderfully healthy. But if there's anything that I need you honeys to know, it's that healthy does not always mean weight loss. And vegan doesn't always mean weight loss. So even if we have a healthy vegan meal, that doesn't necessarily mean that that meal is gonna help us lose weight. So if I'm looking at the meal that I see here, what I love about this meal is I love all of the leafy greens, I love the tomatoes, but what I don't love is that this meal is probably very high in fat and it's lacking starch. And what that means is that for a very small amount of food, you're gonna get a lot of calories and not a lot of satiation. So I see in here that this is made from a cashew dressing with avocado, and so yeah, that's gonna be very high in fat, but very small in terms of volume. So this meal, it's really healthy, but it's not gonna help you lose weight because you're gonna be hungry after, and the meal is really high in fat, so there's actually probably a lot of calories in here. So what I would suggest that you do with this meal instead is the wrap that we have on there, let's go ahead and replace that wrap with a starch, something like rice, a potato, sweet potatoes, corn, quinoa, and then we can have everything else and put it on top, but I would hold on that dressing because that dressing is very high in fat. All right, meal number 2. How beautiful is this meal? I love that there's the rice in there, there's the broccoli, there's so many veggies. We even have raw veggies, so bonus points for that. The only thing that I would replace here, and granted that everything here is made without oil, the only thing that I would replace is the tofu, because tofu is very high in fat, it's very processed, but this is an easy replacement. I love the rice, I love the veggies, and then for the tofu, let's just go ahead and replace that with something like beans or lentils. So you can still get that heartiness and still get that protein kick if you're looking for that extra protein and fiber and that really bulkiness to the meal. But let's just go ahead and replace that tofu with beans or lentils. Tofu is something that's great if you are an athlete and you're using it as a condiment, and tofu is something that can be a condiment, but I don't want you to rely on it because it is quite high in fat, it's pretty processed, and usually you are marinating it in something like oil or something like maple syrup, something that's gonna make it really high calorie and really tantalizing, so you wanna have a lot of it. But this meal is absolutely fabulous. The only thing that I would do is have you replace that tofu with something like beans or lentils. Meal number 3 is actually a client meal of mine. So this is one of my clients' meals. This is Nancy's meal. She goes by Nan, but this is her meal. And how beautiful is this meal? Now you might be wondering, oh my goodness, how does she know how to make a plate like that? Well, that's because I teach you how to build your plate inside the Slim on Starch program. So Nan had the plate builder, and all she had to do was just paint by color, paint by number, whatever the heck that is. She just knew, I have to put this on my plate and this on my plate, and she built this beautiful plate for herself. So this is a wonderful example of a meal that's gonna help you lose weight, because we have those starches that are made without oil. As you can see, she's got her potatoes in there, she's got her starches in there, she's got her veggies in there, and then she has some legumes. You can see that she has the beans in there as well. This is a great example of a meal that's going to help you lose weight, because we have our starches, we have our veggies, and then we have some legumes in there for the fiber, for the fullness, for the protein. If you're worried about your protein, this is a fabulous example of a meal. All right, meal number 4 is the avocado toast. Now let's just assume that this avocado toast is homemade. You made the bread yourself. The avocado is organic. There's no oil. You roasted the tomatoes on the stovetop in some water. Even if that's the case, once again, this can be a totally healthy meal. It can be a vegan meal. It can be a healthy vegan meal, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a weight loss meal. So what I would do with this avocado toast, to be completely honest with you, is give it to somebody else because avocado toast is wonderfully healthy, but it's not going to help you lose weight. Bread is about 1,200 calories per pound, and avocados, I believe, are around 750 calories per pound. And for weight loss, we don't want to be eating anything that's over 600 calories per pound. Now you might be wondering, what is under 600 calories per pound? Well, that's starches, vegetables, fruits, and legumes. So stick to those things. I know that avocado is technically a fruit, but avocado is the outlier. So something like avocado, yes, it's a health food, but it's not a weight loss food. Now, if you're addicted to avocado, you can have a little bit of avocado. If you're addicted to nuts, you can have a little bit of nuts, up to an ounce a day. However, I find that most people have trouble regulating that. And so what I say is, okay, let's hold off on that during the weight loss phase. And then when we get into weight maintenance, that's definitely something that we can reincorporate. But avocado toast is a wonderfully healthy meal, but it's not a weight loss meal. All right, juices. Once again, juices are packed with nutrients. They are so healthy, but they are not your friend when it comes to weight loss, and there's a few reasons why. One of the reasons is that satiety, which is the feeling of fullness, it's the end of hunger, that comes when we chew. When you're drinking juices, you're not chewing, so you're not gonna get that satiety. Satiety is actually linked to how many times we open and close our mouth. We need to open and close our mouth. We need to chew a certain amount of times in order to feel full. And when you're having a juice, you're not chewing, so you're not going to feel full. Another thing is that juices don't have the bulk, they don't have the fiber. We've stripped all of that, and that is also what makes us feel full. So when we drink a juice, we're drinking our calories, but there's not a lot being taken up in our stomach, so we're not going to feel that physical fullness. Another thing is that when we process something, we make our blood sugar spike more. So if we have a juice as opposed to the actual fruit itself, our blood sugar is going to have a larger spike, which means it's going to have a larger drop. And that means that we're going to end up probably feeling hungrier than if we had the whole fruit itself. So instead of the juice, go ahead and have the whole fruit. All right, we have ourselves a winner. This is an incredible meal. Assuming that all of this is made without oil, the black beans, the sweet potatoes, and the spinach and arugula that's in there, honey, 10 out of 10. And the reason why I am so impressed with this is because it is starch. It is a starch-based meal with the sweet potato. We've got the legumes in there to make you feel full, those black beans, and then we have a bunch of leafy greens. I see that so many people neglect veggies, and veggies are so important when it comes to weight loss. Yes, this is a starch-based diet, but honey, you cannot neglect those veggies. Those veggies are so important. And I love that they are using leafy greens because those are raw veggies. Leafy greens are awesome for for weight loss. So this is a great example of a weight loss meal. If you want me to audit your meals, go ahead and comment your Instagram handle below and share this video with a friend that you think would enjoy it. And make sure you like it if you liked it. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video.